What if the most powerful figure on the dark web wasn't a notorious hacker in a hood, but a ghost no one could trace? In the mid-2010s, a single alias cast a long shadow across the hidden corners of the internet: Alpha02. This mysterious handle oversaw an illicit empire that raked in millions of dollars a day from narcotics and contraband sales, making its operator public enemy number one for cybercrime agents. Yet he remained a total enigma. Law enforcement knew Alpha02 only as the untouchable kingpin of Alpha Bay, the largest underground marketplace on the darknet. He was everywhere and nowhere, a phantom orchestrating crimes from behind a keyboard. The hunt to unmask this ghost would become a high-stakes cat-and-mouse game, culminating in one of the most dramatic takedowns in cybercrime history. This is a true cybercrime saga of greed and genius, of anonymity and arrogance, and of the global effort to bring down the king of the dark web. Alpha Bay's rise began right after the fall of Silk Road. In late 2014, a user known as Alpha02 launched the site on the Tor network. It started small, but exploded quickly. Within 90 days, it had 14,000 users. By the end of 2015, that number hit 200,000, and by mid-2017, it had over 400,000 registered users. At its peak, Alpha Bay listed around 300,000 illegal items, making it 10 times larger than Silk Road. It became the biggest dark web marketplace ever, handling $600,000 to $800,000 in daily transactions. Even veteran cybercrime experts were stunned. The mastermind? Alpha02. He'd been active on underground forums since 2008, posting about hacking and fraud. No one knew his real identity. He was just a ghost in charge. Under his leadership, Alpha Bay sold it all: heroin, meth, fentanyl, guns, fake IDs, stolen data, malware, you name it. You could even hire hackers or pay for fake bomb threats. If it was illegal and in demand, Alpha Bay had it. Alpha Bay stood out because it was easier and safer to use than other dark websites. It had built-in escrow, digital contracts, and accepted not just Bitcoin, but also Monero and Ethereum, making trades more anonymous. As word spread, Alpha Bay built a solid rep as the go-to place for illegal deals. By 2016, it had crushed all competition. The site was pulling in tens of millions in commission, and US prosecutors later claimed Alpha02 made around $23 million from it. In the dark web world, Alpha02 was like a king, rich, powerful, and untouchable. Alpha Bay's rapid growth didn't go unnoticed. It wasn't just a drug site. It had become a full-scale hub for cybercrime. Stolen data from major hacks flooded in. After the 2015 TalkTalk breach in the UK, millions of customer records appeared on Alpha Bay, leading to the arrest of a 15-year-old hacker. Sellers offered hacked Uber accounts for $1. One even sold fake bomb threat services. This wasn't just online mischief. It caused real harm: addiction, identity theft, and threats to public safety. By 2016, authorities worldwide were on high alert. The DEA, FBI, and Europol saw Alpha02 as a serious threat, on par with a cartel boss. The investigation, called Bionet, aimed to do more than shut down a site. It was about dismantling an entire underground economy where thousands of criminals operated under a cloak of anonymity. The dark web made Alpha Bay nearly untouchable. But what made Alpha02 truly dangerous wasn't just scale. It was how he connected criminals across the world. If left unchecked, Alpha Bay could inspire a wave of unstoppable crime networks. Officials called him a ghost, or a hydra. Shut down one seller, two more popped up. The site kept growing. By early 2017, U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions called it the largest darknet marketplace in history. No single country could stop him, so global agencies joined forces. Alpha02 wasn't your average criminal. He ran a worldwide empire using encryption, crypto, and anonymity. He profited from every sale while staying hidden. It would take serious teamwork and sharp strategy to catch him, and soon that manhunt was underway. In 2017, agencies from 7 countries quietly launched Operation Bayonet, a global mission to take down Alpha Bay and expose Alpha 02. This wasn't just another case. It brought together cyber experts, veteran detectives, and agencies like the FBI, DEA, EUPOL, and Thai police. Their mission: infiltrate Alpha Bay, trace its servers, and catch Alpha 02 without tipping off thousands of users. He was a ghost, so the team had to move slow. They watched quietly for months, gathering clues, until Alpha 02 finally slipped. The break came from a small mistake. While combing through old system data, agents found a hidden email in Alpha Bay's welcome messages: pimp_alex_91@hotmail.com. It seemed random, but that email popped up on LinkedIn, Facebook, and even a Canadian tech business. Then came the clincher: a 2008 tech forum post using the same email, signed by someone named Alexandre Cassis. One small mistake was all it took. That email linked Alpha 02's secret online world to his real identity. It was like leaving a signed note at a crime scene. Now they had a name: Alexandre Cassis, born in 1991, living in Bangkok, married to a local woman. On paper, he was just an IT consultant running a company called EBX Technologies, a front for his wealth. But the cracks showed fast. Authorities found crypto wallets in his name with millions in Bitcoin and Monero. Alpha Bay's servers? Registered to his companies in Canada. His flashy lifestyle, cars, villas, matched Alpha Bay's profits. Forums linked Alpha 02 directly to cases. By mid-2017, they had their man. The ghost had an address, tucked in a quiet Bangkok suburb. But getting there wasn't easy. There were dead ends, fake leads, and tech hurdles. Some thought Alpha 02 was in Russia or Eastern Europe. One server in Russia? Just a decoy. He used VPNs and Tor, forcing agents to dig deep, using network tracing and even hacking tools. Meanwhile, Dutch police were running a secret op on Hansa Market. In June 2017, they quietly took it over, logging passwords, intercepting messages, and exposing IPs. It was risky, but the info they got gave Operation Bayonet the final piece. With Alpha Bay and Hansa both exposed, law enforcement was ready to move. With cases confirmed as Alpha 02, the final phase kicked off in summer 2017. On June 30th, a U.S. court issued his arrest warrant. It was go time. The FBI and DEA teamed up with Thai police to nab him in Bangkok, while Canadian agents prepared to seize servers in Montreal. Europol and Dutch forces stood by to shut down Hansa and arrest its operators in Germany and the Netherlands. Timing was everything. If Alpha 02 sensed trouble, he could wipe everything and vanish. In Bangkok, a surveillance team monitored cases. He lived in a quiet, gated suburb and rarely left before noon. Nights? Always on his laptop. That laptop was everything. It had to be open and logged in. So on July 5th, 2017, the FBI faked a server crash. Just as planned, cases jumped online to fix it. Unaware agents were closing in. Before dawn, Thai police surrounded the area. Undercover officers were already planted, posing as locals: a handyman, a house-hunting couple, even a taxi driver. The block was packed with agents. They were ready for anything. Traffic cops stood by if he fled. Tech teams were prepped in case he tried to destroy evidence. After years of chasing shadows, they were finally at his door. All that remained was to strike, fast. On July 5th, 2017, a quiet Bangkok street became the stage for a sting. A gray Toyota, driven by an undercover Thai agent, swerved and smashed into Alexandre Cassis' gate. It wasn't an accident, it was the signal. As a guard rushed out, Thai police and DEA agents stormed in. Inside, Cassis was on his laptop trying to fix the fake server crash. The noise outside startled him. He bolted toward a bedroom, maybe to hide, maybe to grab something, but agents tackled him within seconds. Alpha 02 was no longer a ghost, just a 26-year-old in shorts and a t-shirt, caught in the act. The raid worked perfectly. Most importantly, agents secured his laptop. Still open, still logged into Alphabet's admin panel. It was a goldmine. Passwords, transactions, messages, all live on screen. One agent said it felt like a movie. Cases could only watch as his empire was ripped away. At the same time, police in Montreal shut down Alphabet's servers. In Europe, Dutch agents closed in on Hansa, capturing data until the last moment. In just 24 hours, the two biggest dark web markets vanished. Afterward, agents finally sized up their target. Casey's didn't look like a kingpin, just a techie. Neighbors were stunned. They thought he worked in web design. But the luxury cars? Always a mystery. Outside sat a $900,000 Lamborghini, a Porsche, and a Mini Cooper. Inside, evidence of his double life. He was building a villa in Phuket and owned property in Antigua. The biggest find? A spreadsheet on his laptop listing his entire net worth. Crypto, offshore accounts, real estate stocks, millions. It was like he handed them a treasure map. With one arrest, they didn't just catch the king of the dark web, they got his fortune too. As Cases was led away, agents felt the weight of victory. Years of hunting were over. On Alphabet's site, a banner now read, "This hidden site has been seized by the FBI, DEA, and international partners." Alpha 02's reign was over. But 1 week later, before extradition, Cases was found dead in his Thai jail cell, an apparent suicide. The man who knew it all was gone. The secrets of Alphabet died with him. Still, the impact of Operation Bayonet lived on. It wasn't just a takedown, it was a blueprint for taking the fight to the darkest corners of the internet. After July 2017, anyone visiting Alphabet saw the message loud and clear. The site had been seized. The banner even mentioned Hansa's takedown, making it a double blow to dark web crime. And it hit hard. The bust sent shockwaves through the cybercriminal world. In the weeks that followed, investigators dug into Case's laptop and servers. Forum logs, messages, transaction records. That data sparked hundreds of new investigations. Europol confirmed it. Operation Bayonet cracked open the dark web. What once felt untouchable now had names, faces, and trails to follow. But it didn't stop there. Authorities went after the money too, seizing over $21 million in assets tied to Cases. That included crypto wallets, luxury cars, and real estate across 3 continents. Photos showed Thai police inspecting Lamborghinis and stacks of bank papers. The world saw just how rich a 25-year-old got selling crime online. Kaz's wife was charged with money laundering. His close associates were investigated too. Meanwhile, Alphabet users panicked, especially after hearing that Dutch police had logged usernames and passwords from Hansa. Many scrambled to erase their footprints. In the US, arrests followed. Dealers faced serious charges, including fentanyl sales linked to fatal overdoses. Operation Bayonet sent a clear message. Even in the shadows of the darknet, no one is truly invisible. The fall of Alpha 02 marked a turning point. It showed the power of global teamwork. Agencies from the US, Thailand, Canada, Europe, and beyond working as one. It also proved law enforcement had evolved. Running fake markets, tracing crypto, setting digital traps, strategies once thought impossible were now being used to beat criminals at their own game. As one DEA agent said, "We're not just pulling wires anymore. We're playing the villains in their own digital world." The impact was huge. Darknet markets panicked. Some shut down, others upgraded security. But as always, the dark web adapted. Within months, new marketplaces popped up. And in 2021, Alphabet itself made a comeback, relaunched by someone claiming to be its old second-in-command, Snake. That return proved one thing: the cycle never really ends. The profits are too tempting. But Operation Bayonet changed the rules. It gave law enforcement the tools and the confidence to strike again. Kaz's story became a warning in cybersecurity circles. A young tech genius who lived like a king in Bangkok, undone by small mistakes in hiding his identity. It's a reminder: online anonymity isn't bulletproof. There's always a trail, and someone out there who knows how to find it. In the end, the hunt for Alpha Zero Two felt like a high-stakes chess game, anonymity versus law. He used secrecy to build a digital empire, but global investigators matched him move by move until the king was cornered. So what's next in this cat-and-mouse game? Privacy tools and encryption are only getting stronger. The next Alpha Zero Two might be even harder to catch, but law enforcement is evolving too, using blockchain tracking, AI, and smarter strategies to pull criminals out of the shadows. The story of Alpha Zero Two and Operation Bayonet reveals a hard truth. In the dark web, anonymity is power, but no ghost is completely safe. Even the most hidden kingpin can be found if the hunters are relentless enough. The shadows of the dark web run deep, but they're not untouchable. The hunt goes on. If you found this story as wild as we did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life tales that sound like something out of a movie. This was the rise and fall of Alpha Zero Two, the man who ruled the dark web until it all came crashing down. More stories like this, only on Dirty Money.